Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay. So today guys, I am back with yet another Berry Avenue video, and today we are going to be doing things a little bit different. Now today I am going to be giving you guys an ultimate guide for beginners here in Berry Avenue. Now Berry Avenue has a lot of updates consistently, and as though they are all very fun, sometimes it could be really confusing, especially if you are new to this game. So if you guys are interested, go ahead, like, comment, and of course subscribe, and we'll get straight into today's video. Okay guys, so first things first, we're gonna go ahead and start off with the controls. And what I mean by controls is literally everything right here on the right side of our screen. So I'm gonna go ahead, go through every single thing, and you guys just go ahead, listen, and maybe take some notes because this is going to take a minute. So first things first, if we go into the avatar section, on the very top, we see that we have a lot of access to items, different types of clothing, literally anything that you want your avatar to wear or have on them, you can find here at the avatar section. So they have a lot of categories already. So if you want to have like specifically clothing, you can go ahead and click on the middle section with the shirt icon, and you can see that there's different categories. So classic shirts, they have regular shirts, they have jackets, they have sweaters, t-shirts as well. And if you want something else, like maybe just pants, you can go into the pants icon, which is literally just the last one out of the three, and you can see all of the classic pants, the regular pants, the shorts, the dresses, and skirts. Okay, so most of these things actually, yes, they are clothes, but you can actually have a lot of access to other things as well other than clothes in the avatar section. So if you go ahead and click on the hat category, now the hat category usually just have a lot of accessories, a lot of like detailing with outfits. You have a lot of faces as well. So this is where you're gonna have a lot of access to like different details to your avatar. So for example, if we go into the shoulder category, we see that there's a lot of things here. So for example, if I want maybe like bubbles around my head, there are things like this where your avatar could look super animated, and this is just such a cool thing to do because it just adds so much character to your avatar. It just seems so cool. So this is one of the things that I like the most with Berry Avenue. You have a lot of access to clothes and accessories and just different things, and like just here in the avatar section. And also we're gonna go ahead and click on menu, and we see that there is way more things here in the avatar section. So the first things that we actually went through was just the clothing, but now we're gonna go into the body section, and we see that we have a lot of access to different hairs, and we also have access to different body types and faces, as well as skin tones as well. So for the hair, it's obviously going to be the hair icon, the very first one. And the second one with the blue and yellow outfit, that is going to be where you could have access to different body types here in Berry Avenue. And then the third one with the smiley face is the facial expressions, which is so cool, and this could be very useful for role plays as well. And then when it comes to the purple and red icon, that is where you're going to see a lot of different skin tones for your avatar. So this one is just my skin tone for my avatar, but obviously we have so many options here, so you're gonna have a lot of fun with this. So moving on with the avatar section, we're gonna go ahead, click on menu again, and go to outfits. And this is where you can save a lot of outfits that you have. So for example, if you have any role plays that has like multiple characters, you can go ahead and have the outfit of your character and literally save it right here in the outfits category here in the avatar section. So for example, I have like this new outfit on that I've never actually worn before for my avatar. So if I want to save this specific outfit, then I can go ahead, click on the create new outfit button, and I could just type it or name it white and black, and then I could just go ahead, click on create, and it says created outfit white and black. So this is my new saved outfit. So I do a lot of like Berry Avenue role plays, so that sometimes include me like switching out outfits for different characters and stuff like that. So for example, I did a morning routine here in Berry Avenue, so I had to have like a schoolgirl outfit. So this is actually the schoolgirl outfit that I have. So if I wanted to go ahead and go back into that character, I can go ahead and just click on pink schoolgirl outfit, and automatically my avatar has the outfit right on. And if I want to go back to the other outfit that I just had on, I can go to white and black, the name that I created for it, and then automatically I go right back into it. And also another thing to keep in mind when you are creating a new outfit or saving a new outfit, whatever body type your avatar has with that outfit, that is also going to be saved. So the body type that I have for my avatar right now, that is going to be saved with this outfit. So that is all for the outfits category. And now going back to the menu section and going down to animations, here we have all the animations for Berry Avenue. We have bundles, we have emotes, we have customs. So for bundles, obviously if you click on one, like for example, this one is called Bold Animation Pack. We have a lot. So this one is Bold Climb, this is Bold Fall, this is Bold Idol. So these packs include a lot of animations. So we have our bold animation that we just seen. We have elder animation package. So if you want to walk as an elder, you can have it in this package. And just to have all of them worn on your avatar, go ahead and click on wear all. And once the box here is actually highlighted green, that's how you know your character or your avatar has the package on. But if you want to remove the package, go ahead and individually click on each one, and then it will be back to the black border, so you know that your avatar no longer has that package. Moving on, we have our emotes here. So of course, obviously all of the emotes for your avatar is here, and we also have some customs. So female standard walk, we have male standard walk, and so on and so forth. So this is everything for the animations category. And now for the age and info category, we're gonna go ahead and click on that. And here we can change our roleplay information. So for example, we can go ahead and change our roleplay name, we can change our roleplay bio, which is all good things to consider when it comes to doing roleplay here in Berry Avenue. And you could also change your age as well. So right now, I believe I have adult or teen. Okay, yes, so I did have teen before. So if I wanted to go ahead and change into baby, I could literally just click on baby, and my avatar is now a baby. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to adult, and now I am back to adult. So this is how to change your role play and how you want your avatar to look and be in Berry Avenue. So keep in mind when it comes to changing your age, some things may non-accessible when it comes to certain ages. So for example, if you have baby, there's certain things that you can't do as a baby that you would do as an adult. So keep in mind those things. But moving on, we can go back into the menu section and go to equipped, and this is literally just the section of where you can see everything your avatar is currently wearing. So you see the body types, you see the hair, you see the jewelry, you see the clothes, you see everything, even down to the face as well. So this is everything for the equipped section. And going down from the equipped section, we go to themes. And we have multiple themes here in Berry Avenue. So we have baby, so this is where all the baby items and faces and maybe like clothes is at as well. And next we have the makeup section, and this is really just where all of like the faces are at. You can find a lot of faces here in the makeup category. And we go into routine. This is where you can see like nightly routine, self-care routine, like a lot of beauty items is going to be found here as well. And we have formal, so this is good for like prom role plays. This is good for dressing up if you want to dress up. We have Berry Avenue GC, so this is good for like accessories. And lastly, we have the school category. So this is where you can find all of like Berry Avenue school uniform. You can find helmets for the football team, pencils, stuff like that. Anything school related will be here in this section. And that is pretty much it for the avatar section here on the right side of your screen. So anything containing or regarding your avatar, you will find it here in the avatar section. And now going down to vehicles. So obviously right here, you can see that some vehicles have a green sticker and others don't. So the reason for this is because some vehicles are actually called premium cars, and to gain access to premium cars, you have to actually buy them with Robux. You have to buy the package with Robux. So any vehicles that you see with the green sticker, that is considered a premium car. But anything that is without the green sticker on the banner, then that is basically free. That is all free. You can have access to it. And also another thing is, when it comes to cars, you will sometimes see this like baby sticker right here, and that is for babies. That is literally for toddlers, and I can go ahead and show you guys that right now. Okay, so I went back and changed my age to toddler just so I could go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about when I say that this is for babies. So when I go ahead and click on the car with the baby sticker, this is literally how the car looks. Okay, the car is very tiny and it's literally for babies. Okay, so you can go ahead and drive it. They have cars for specifically for toddlers that toddlers can go ahead and like drive. I think this is so cute. Okay, so this is just one of the features here in Berry Avenue for the vehicles. There are specific vehicles for toddlers and just regular vehicles for adults. Also, another thing to mention when it comes to the vehicles, you can see that there are some stars here on each side of the vehicle. So this is just to star or favorite any cars that you like the most. So for example, I usually always go with the Rolls Royce, which is one of the premium cars here in Berry Avenue. So I go ahead and star it, and all of my starred cars that I favorite, it automatically goes to the very top of the list. So for example, if I no longer wanted this pink car to be starred, I go ahead and not have it starred. So I click on it and now it's not on the top. But if I choose like a random vehicles, like for example, this red bicycle, and star it, now all of a sudden the red bicycle is now on the top of the list. So this is where you're gonna find all of your favorites. So if you have a favorite car that you like to use here in Berry Avenue, I would recommend going ahead and starring it, just so you could have an easier way to find all of your favorite cars here in Berry Avenue. Moving on, we have the phone section, which is actually a very new update here in Berry Avenue. It came out just a few months ago, but it's still very, very new to all of the users here in Berry Avenue. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all it is to the phone section. So go ahead and click on phone, and we do have a few things here already. So first things first, we have the weather app. So if you go ahead and click on the weather app, you can see Berry Avenue's weather degrees. We see that it's sunny, and we also have some forecasts on the following days here in Berry Avenue weather as well. And then you also see something called VIP controls. So for VIP controls, that is actually only for private servers. So if you have a private server in Berry Avenue, you will be able to access VIP controls. And here in VIP controls, you can literally pause the time. You can click on the time of day that you want, the time speed, and the weather. So for example, right now it's daytime, but if I wanted to make it night, I go ahead and click on night, and now all of a sudden it is nighttime here in Berry Avenue. And now for the time speed, here you can go ahead and look at the time speed on your top left of the screen, and you can see that it is at 9 p.m. And that's really because I have the time paused, so it's not moving at all. But if I unpause it and click on like a faster speed, then you can see the time speeding up a lot more. And it would even go even faster if you have the 2x as well. So you can see the minutes is going by like seconds. But if you want it back to normal, go ahead and click on 0.5x and you are back to the regular time speed. So I actually want to make the time of day back to day. So I'm going to go ahead and click on day, and now it's right back to day. And for weather, you could either make it sunny, rainy, or cloudy. So this is what it looks like if you actually make it rainy. And this is what it looks like if you make it cloudy. Kind of looks like nighttime, honestly, just with a lot more clouds. But I usually go for sunny, and that will be pretty much it. So this is how it looks like when it's back on sunny. But as I said before, you can also just go ahead and pause the time, which I usually do. But that is that for the weather app. Right here you can look for jobs. So how I went to jobs is this middle icon with like the briefcase, and you can see all of the jobs here. And actually, if you go ahead and click on like a random job, depending on which job it is, so for example, maybe like flight attendant or airport security, if you click on it will ask you, do you want to teleport to the airport? So it would have options to teleport to the location of your job, depending on which job that you actually have or want here in Berry Avenue. And going back to the home page of the phone, we have our settings icon right here. So if we go ahead and click on settings, this is where you will find all the settings for your Berry Avenue phone. You have vehicle permissions, sound effects, volumes, notifications, world interference, world interface, and others. So this is where you're gonna find all of the settings. Okay, this is so cool and super convenient to have. And also going to the bottom of the phone, we have our phone category, which is like all the contacts, and this is a private server, so obviously there will be no servers in this, there'll be no players in this server, so that's why there's nothing there. But this is where you can find all of the contacts here. And also there is something called Berrygram here in Berry Avenue, which is really like a Instagram dupe just here in Berry Avenue. So if you go ahead and click on it, you can see all of the posts that you have here in on Berrygram. And this is where you could find a lot of other people's Berrygram. You will see other people's posts, and you can even like it if you want to. And this is so cute. This was a very big update here in Berry Avenue, so I definitely recommend checking it out. And now for the text message icon, obviously this is where you'll find all of your messages within Berry Avenue, and you can also contact other people within a server that you are in. So that is pretty much it for the phone icon. But going down into items, obviously this is where you will find all of the items, and it is categorized by certain things. So for example, there is the food category, there is kids category, there is transportation category, beauty category, and electronics. So this is where you will find a lot of details, a lot of items that you may or may not want your avatar to have. And another really cool thing is, depending on which item you have, it actually comes with an animation. So for example, let's say I wanted my avatar to put on some lip gloss. So this is lip gloss right here, and you will see it like pop up in the bottom of your screen. Just click on that, either click on that or click on the number 1, and then you would have this icon right here on the left side of your screen. Go ahead and click it, and you will see that there is an animation for my avatar to actually put on lip gloss. So this is just one of the animations here that comes with the item. And obviously there is a lot more items that come with animations as well, but that is just one example. So this is where you'll find all of your items for your avatar. And going down into the house section, go ahead and click on house. And this is where you could have a decision onto what type of living style you would want. So either you would want houses or apartments. If you want a house, you can go ahead and click on house. If you want apartments, you can go ahead and click on apartments, okay? And then next thing, we have the family category, which you can go ahead and create your own family here in the family category. We have this icon right here, which is just one person. Go ahead and click on that, and we see that it is the actions icon. So the actions icon provide poses, dances, cheer animations, emotions, and exercise. So this is where you can find a lot of popular animations as well. So we have our poses, we have our wave where you can see that the avatar is waving. We have a lot of different poses. We have iconic, which is a really popular animation here in Berry Avenue as well. And there's even dances here too, so you can go on dances and you can have your avatar go ahead and dance, like bust a move. Like, this is so cool. So yes, this is all of your actions here for your avatar. And if you want the action that you selected for your avatar to stop, there is a button right here with the actions and a big red X on top of it. We can just go ahead and click on it and your avatar will no longer have the action. Okay, and next and last, we have our Earth icon. Go ahead and click on that and you can see any servers, you can see your own servers, and you can see friends servers as well. So this is where you can see all of the servers here in Berry Avenue. Okay guys, so that was the first part of the guide, the ultimate guide here in Berry Avenue. But of course, we have a lot more things to go through. So let's go ahead and get into the next part. Okay, so for the next part of this guide, we are gonna go into some of the jobs and some things that they include. So for some jobs, they include uniforms and some jobs don't. But for example, this bakery that I'm in front of right here actually include a uniform, which I will be showing you guys right now. So all of the uniforms would usually be behind the counter. So for example, we have this uniform for the bakery. All you have to do is click on it and click on wear outfit and you will automatically have it on. And I will show you guys exactly just how to do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and walk right to it, and you can see that there is an option called E and it has wear outfit as the title. Go ahead and click on it and then your avatar will automatically have it on. So for me, obviously I have some clothes on, but if you didn't have like any other clothes, then you would automatically just see it on you. So this is how the uniform would look on your avatar if you didn't have like any other clothing on or anything like that. But yes, this is how it would look. And that is usually the case for some of the other jobs here in Berry Avenue. And we're gonna go to some of them right now. Okay, so another job here at Berry Avenue that also includes a uniform is a popular spot called Coffee House. And over here behind the counter, you can see that the uniform is right over here. And this is how the uniform looks on my avatar. Keep in mind, the way the uniform looks may look different on mine and your avatar because it just depends on the body type that your avatar actually has. But this is just how the uniform looks on mine, depending on the body type that my avatar has. And I'm gonna give you guys a little trick on how to reset your character back to its original outfit. You go into the avatar section and you click on this red arrow, and then it's going to ask you if you want to reset to your current Roblox avatar. Go ahead and click on yes, and you will have your original avatar's outfit. Okay, so now that we are done looking at the jobs here in Berry Avenue, now we are at the part where we could actually look for houses and how to actually have a house here in Berry Avenue. So right now I am here at the Berry Avenue community, and you can see behind me that there is a sign called for sale. Now, wherever you see a for sale sign, that is a spot where you can have a house right there at that location. So you're gonna go ahead and walk up to the for sale sign and click on E, and you can see that there is a lot of houses to go through and a lot of options for houses just in general. So here you can see that the houses also have the green mark or the green sticker, just like the vehicles. So here for the houses that have the green stickers, they are called premium houses, and just like the vehicles, you do need to actually go ahead and buy the premium house package in order to have access to the premium houses. But anything that doesn't have that green sticker is completely free and you have complete access to it. So for example, let's go ahead and go with one of the newer houses here in Berry Avenue, which is also free. Okay, for some reason I can't find it, but let's go ahead and just click on a random free house. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this one, and then it's gonna ask you if you are sure that you wanna have your house here at this location. Go ahead and click on yes, and automatically your house that you selected would spawn. So this is how mine looks. It looks very, very cool, but this is just an example on how to actually get a house here in Berry Avenue. So I'm actually gonna go ahead, go inside of the house, and we're gonna talk more on the house controls. Okay, so for the house controls, you're going to find all of that here at the house category on your right side of the screen. Go ahead and click on that, and you have these house options where you can lock the house, you can close and open the garage door, you can also change the house that you want as well. And if you want to teleport to the house that you currently have, maybe you're in a different location than the house, maybe you're at the coffee house or maybe at the grocery store here in Berry Avenue, and you just want a quick and easy way to go back to your house without driving there or walking there, go ahead and click on teleport, and it would give you the option to teleport straight to your house. And for access, this would depend on if you want anybody to actually have access to your house. And then for party, you can go ahead and invite everyone in the server to have a party there at your house, which is a really cool way to also meet new people here in Berry Avenue. And for the baby option, you can have the baby option if you want your house to have a baby room. And for sale, this is if you want to go ahead and move out of the house that you have currently to maybe find a new one or have a new location. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to actually change your house. In case if you do want to change your house, go ahead and click on change, and you can select any house that you want. Let's say I want maybe this house right here, which is also completely free. Go ahead and click on yes once you see the notification, and behind you the house would automatically spawn. And in case if you just want to completely no longer have a house in general, go ahead, click on the house icon, click on the for sale move sign, and then go ahead and click yes once you see the notification, and you no longer have your house. So that is it for the house phase of this video. But on to the next part of this ultimate guide for beginners here in Berry Avenue. So here behind me is the Berry Avenue High School. Yes, Berry Avenue has a high school here, and obviously you can go ahead, be a student, be a teacher here in this high school. A lot of people actually use this high school for a lot of role plays. So if you want to go ahead and role play as a high school student or as a teacher or professor or principal or maybe even a student counselor, you can go ahead and do all of that here at Berry Avenue High School. There are so many fun things to do here at the Berry Avenue High School, but one of my favorite things to do is actually be in the chair room, because this would allow my avatar to go ahead and do a lot of like cheers and really fun tricks, which I will go ahead and show you guys right now. So for my avatar to have the cheers or do like the cheerleading dances, I go ahead, click on the actions icon and go to cheer. And this is where you're gonna see a lot of animations where you can have your avatar do flips, a lot of chair dances as well. So for example, one of the chair dances is chair dance 2. I'll click on that and automatically my avatar will do the chair dance. And if I want my avatar to go ahead and do like a flip, like this one right here, all I have to do is just go ahead and click on it, and now my avatar is doing that flip that I selected for her to do. So as you can see, Berry Avenue has a lot of realistic animations here just for Berry Avenue users in general and just people that plays the game. I love Berry Avenue games with these realistic animations and the bundle packs as well. So everything is super up to date. Another thing when it comes to living here in Berry Avenue, you do have the option to live in an apartment, and this is how exactly to rent an apartment here in Berry Avenue. So I am currently in front of the Berry Avenue apartments, which you can go ahead and find in Berry Avenue downtown. That is where you will see all like the stores and the shops, and it is very near the coffee house as well. But you're gonna go ahead and walk into the apartment and walk to the elevator, and once you walk to the elevator, you're gonna see an option of E. Go ahead and click on E, and you will see a lot of different floors that you can select to live on, and also the penthouse. If you want the penthouse, go ahead and click on one of the numbers for the penthouse. Me, I will go ahead and click on 15, and you will see if the penthouse is actually available, because it would actually go ahead and have the sign saying available for you to rent. So if it says available, that is an option where you can go ahead, walk up to the sign, click on E, and it will have a notification where it asks you if you are sure that you want to own this apartment. Go ahead and click on yes if you are sure that you want to own that apartment. And now you have an apartment here in Berry Avenue. So go ahead and click on E to open the door. Click on E again to close the door, and now you are in the penthouse of the apartments here in Berry Avenue. So this is just kind of how it looks like. Obviously there's like a whole upstairs and a living room area and stuff like that. But yes, this is how the penthouse is looking here in Berry Avenue. It's so nice. But that is how to rent an apartment here in Berry Avenue. It's very easy. And now if you want to go ahead and go back down to the lobby, go ahead and walk towards the elevator, click on E, and you will see the lobby section. Go ahead and click on lobby, and now you are back at the lobby and you have access to outside. Another really cool thing about Berry Avenue is that there's actually a camping site on the back of the map. So you're gonna go ahead and actually just go ahead and drive there, and you will see that there is a campsite here in Berry Avenue. So this is one of their campsites here in Berry Avenue. It's very like masculine, honestly. This is a very masculine camping site, mainly for like boys, you know, not too much going on here. But if you walk a little bit further, you will see that there's more of a girly camping site, which has like purple and pink tents. You have a grill over here where you can go ahead and grill different types of foods and stuff like that. And if you walk even further, there is another camping site which is huge, even bigger than the first and second camping site that we just have seen. There's obviously the grill here where you can go ahead and grill anything that you want. There is a table here where you can go ahead and have meals with your friends that you are playing Berry Avenue with. And there is a camping van. Unfortunately, we cannot actually like go inside of the camping van. It's just kind of there for decoration, but it is really still cute. And over here we have the seating area where you can gather around the fire and just talk to your friends here in Berry Avenue. All in all, that is the camping site here in Berry Avenue. And now let's go ahead and head into the airport. Okay guys, so we made it into the airport, and now this is where you will be having all of your Berry Avenue adventures, where you can literally go to different places here in Berry Avenue. This is also one of their newest updates here in the game, which is super popular. So let's go ahead, go inside of the airport, and I will tell you guys a whole lot more about that. So if you walk into departures and go into the self-check-in section, go ahead and walk to one of these blue screens, click on E, and now you see that there is a lot of options to go out of state. So you have Paris, you have Santorini, Greece, and Los Angeles. One of the newest locations here in Berry Avenue is Los Angeles. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on Los Angeles and go to the check-in green button. Go ahead, click on that. And now you see that my avatar has a ticket on her hand. And if we go ahead, go to the right, go to the left side of your screen, you will go ahead and click on the flight ticket, and you will see all of the information that you need for this flight. So with the ticket in my avatar's hand, I'm gonna go ahead and go through security check and go through the scanners and go up the escalator, and you will see that there are 2 different gates here in the airport. So as I said before, all of the details for your flight will be on your flight ticket. So go ahead, click on the flight ticket once again, and you will see that you have a specified gate to go into the LA flight. So for my flight, it is gate number 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to gate number 2. And with the ticket in your hand, or in your avatar's hand, you have to go through the gate number 2. If you don't have the ticket in your avatar's hand, it will not let you go inside of the gate, okay? So for example, if I go ahead and click on the flight ticket, which is on the bottom of the screen, go ahead and click on that. Obviously, you will see that my avatar no longer has the flight ticket in her hand. So if I try to go inside of gate number 2 to go on the flight, it will not let me go through unless I have my boarding pass on my avatar's hand. So go ahead, click on the flight ticket. So now my avatar now has the flight ticket in her hand, and go through, and now I am going through gate number 2. And obviously now I am in the flight. So here in the flight, there are 2 different sections here in the plane. So there's either the economy section, and there's also the first class section. So here for the economy section, obviously anybody could go through, anybody could sit wherever they want to. And then for the first class section, go ahead and go straight down. And I have the first class package, so I'm able to have access to the first class section here in this plane. But if you want access to the first class section of the plane, you are going to have to pay with Robux to have access to the first class section. But here you are able to sit down and even have like a bed here as well. So if you want a bed, you can go ahead and lay down and sleep on your flight to whichever location that you want to go to. And another hack for traveling in Berry Avenue, if you go ahead and click on your flight ticket, there is an option to go ahead and skip your flight if you don't want to go through the process of actually being on your flight and you want to go straight to the location that you want to go to. So I'm going to go ahead and click on skip flight, and now I am automatically here in Los Angeles with my suitcase as well. So guys, this is how to travel here in Berry Avenue. So as I said before, going through the airport and going through that entire process, that will give you access to Los Angeles, Paris, and Santorini, Greece, and any other location that Berry Avenue decides to update with. And with the Berry Avenue locations, they have their own set hotels, apartments, stores, restaurants, all in different locations here in Berry Avenue. So if you're here in Los Angeles, you will see that they have their own restaurants, stores, and apartments and hotels. Same thing for Paris and Greece. They have their own separate hotels, restaurants, and stores in their own locations as well. And they're all different from each other. So that is super cool as an update here in Berry Avenue. And if you decide to go back to Berry Avenue from whichever location that you are at, they do have their own booths that will allow you to go ahead and travel back to Berry Avenue. For Los Angeles, you would have to go to the car rental place and go up to this NPC and click on E, and then you will see that the NPC is talking. Go ahead and click on the green button, and then it would eventually go ahead and ask you, would you like to be taken back to the airport right now? Go ahead and click on the green button again, and it will ask you, would you like to fly back to Berry Avenue? Go ahead and click on yes to travel back to Berry Avenue. And now here we are back in Berry Avenue at the airport. So we are at the arrivals section. So we're gonna go down the escalator right here and just go outside. And now we are back in Berry Avenue. So guys, that is the ultimate guide for beginners here in Berry Avenue. If you guys enjoyed this video, or if you even find it remotely helpful, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. I really hope this video does help a lot of you guys that wants to go on Berry Avenue and wants to role play and just have a good time here, because honestly, Berry Avenue is such a good place to start off with games here in Roblox in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead, like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.